educated? I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Yeah, it's been a minute, man, but I'm back, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, listen, I'm talking about a lot of stuff has been coming out, and the first thing that I want to tackle is this Ralo situation. Now, I gotta keep it 100 with y'all, right? When I heard about Ralo possibly being a snitch and snitching on, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm talking about, I was like, come on, man. Like, not Ralo. You know what I mean? I mean, because, like, Ralo was one of them real ones where it was like, you know, Ralo, Young Scooter, you know, them was like real street rappers. So, a lot of y'all probably don't know about Ralo. A lot of y'all probably don't, but, like, people that's, like, deep in the streets that's a part of that environment and criminality and all that, Ralo is one of them ones where, you know, you hold up. You know what I'm saying? You hold up because Ralo he was like that. Now, let me take y'all back and let me give y'all a little understanding about Ralo, because some of y'all probably are saying to yourself, like, who is this man? How is he famous? And all this old type of stuff. So allow me to just show y'all how famous this brother is and his connections to the rap industry. Check it out. Now, as y'all can see, right, he connected with the heavy hitters. The Lil Babies, the Futures, the Young Dolphs, the Gucci's, and all that. Like, he connected with them. And so now that might make you think, like, well, if he connected with these big time rappers, how come I never heard of them? Again, let me tell y'all, Ralo was one of those in the streets rappers. I'm talking about, listen, we are talking about a real drug kingpin that just wanted to rap, right? We're not talking about a rapper that talks about drugs and want to be a drug kingpin. No, we are talking about a real drug kingpin in Atlanta, Georgia that just wanted to rap. Now, understand something. Y'all see how the rappers, you know, they come out with their jewelry and they show their money and stuff like that. Let's take it back, y'all. Where did all that come from, right? Drug dealers. I'm talking about since the beginning, before rap was even established, the people that are in the streets always flash the jewelry, always flash the money, always flash the big cars, the nice women, the nice clothing and things like that. This was a drug dealer's thing, right? And being that Ralo is a kingpin, or was a kingpin, he stayed true to it. Check it out.
I just bought these bitches because it's raining outside. It's raining outside, so I bought some Jordans. It's raining outside, that's why I bought them. I don't even wear them. I just bought them because it's raining. It's dripping on the Jordans.
Oh yeah?
It's raining out here, that's the only reason why I bought them. I bought them because it was raining. And then we're gonna go out here and let them get wet. Woo! Fresh pair. So, fucking for these joints. Is this what you fucking for, ho? A pair of these? I know you ain't fucking for a pair of these $150 shoe, ho. Get yourself together. it's like. Gotta sweep this shit up, man. I think we need another
dustpan, y'all.
another dustpan on aisle 3.
Tell you, it's a big cleanup. I'm telling you. Number 150s and ass and titty. Put okay now.
Another cleanup on aisle 3. So these hoes fucking for these days.
We been at them before they drop.
Hey, you tell me how old. Clean up on aisle 3.
Y'all fucking for J's.
There was 2 brooms. It's too big for the broom.
Hey, go get us a trash bag. It's been the fall. We need a trash bag.
We need a trash bag.
We need a trash bag.
We need a trash bag,
Trash bag.
We need a trash bag.
We need a trash bag. What
Big old bag.
So, well, look, I think I'm finna make the bag fall on top of the bag.
Right, listen. You gonna have to leave for about 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. What you want me to do?
I'm finna take me a shower. You gotta leave. You gotta leave. Take me a shower.
Put some extra on God. I'm gone. I'm gonna leave.
Take me a shower. You gotta leave. Got me a bar of soap. A couple bars of soap.
Yeah.
Couple bars of soap. Make sure.
You ain't got to.
Should I make voodoo in this shit? Should I make voodoo in it? So you got
make Gucci in it. Make Gucci in it. Yeah. I'm trying to tell her. Yeah.
Shit. I ain't clean enough. I don't feel like I'm clean enough here. You feel like I'm clean enough?
Yeah. Shit. Don't forget behind your ears. My mama always told me that. Don't forget behind your ears. Yeah.
Fine.
Go on. Yeah.
Hey, listen here. The apartments cost $2 million, nigga. That car cost $500,000, nigga. That here Academiks vet, nigga, I paid $100,000 a piece for them bitches. I was the first nigga in the city with them motherfuckers. So you need to go on and tell Google, stop lying on me. This shit everywhere, nigga. Hot shit, pop shit, found. Go! That look like more than a couple $100,000 right here. Remember? Okay, yeah. That look like more than a couple $100,000 right here. Huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Hello, okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh, the book bag is stuffed. The book bag is stuffed. The book bag is stuffed. And that goes a real street nigga network. Let's head out. You see me? You see me? See, before your ass was in that situation you in, you wouldn't motherfucking stun me. Before I became the person who I am today, you wouldn't motherfucking stun me. But now you in a bad situation. You fucked up. You locked up. You want me to pay your lawyer. Before you, we wasn't even fucking with each other. You wasn't even my motherfucking friend. You wasn't my partner. Listen, dog. Don't keep asking me for shit. You weren't my friend before then, dog. And you got something against me. Why the fuck would you keep asking me for something, dog? Why? That shit hurt a nigga feeling like a motherfucker, dog. They call me, they be like, I need this, I need that, I'm fucked up. Where the fuck was you when I was fucked up? I was fucked up before. Where the hell you were? I'm curious to know. My nigga don't know what chain he gonna wear these days. Nigga don't know what bitch he gonna fuck these days. who the hell I'm gonna go home to at night. I don't know what karma drive no more. A nigga can spend 100,000 in hundreds. A nigga can spend 50,000 in 50s. A nigga can spend 200,000 in 20s. A nigga just don't know no more. That shit stressful, man. I used to stress about not having it. Now I'm stressing about having it.
Now, as y'all can see, right, everything that y'all just seen him with is drug money. And he bragged about it in his music. You understand what I'm saying? Like, his albums wasn't selling that much for him to have a whole lot of money. We got to understand that. He wasn't doing that many shows and stuff like that for him to have all that money. But it was drug money. Yeah. He was a real hustler. He was a real kingpin out there in the streets. And that's why, like, people from the hood, from a hood perspective, held him up, right? Now, being that we done seen all this bragging and his boasting and, you know, him just showing out and stuff like that, let's talk about some of the other things, because I just want to tell y'all who the person is so that y'all can kind of get an understanding who this brother is and some of his attributes, right? Now, being that he was a Muslim, he had to do charity, right? That's just a part of the 5 pillars of Islam. You got to do charity, right? And so some of the charitable acts that he would do is he would go to like homeless encampments, feed them. He would go to homeless encampments and throw $30,000 worth of cash. Not only that though, he bought a whole apartment complex. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. This how much money this brother had. He bought a whole apartment complex. Secured it. You had to come through like a security gate in order to get in. And his whole hood, all his homies, family members, everybody lived in this complex rent free. They ain't paying no electricity. They ain't paying no water, trash, none of that. A whole apartment complex, rent free. Check it out.
Break no break fast.
They hot, huh? They good and hot.
Video, baby. All these people. I sound like they forgot their food. Them folks got plates in their hands and everything. Hey, see, hey man, y'all go buy y'all something to eat, man. Y'all gotta stay alive like that. Y'all looking slow.
As y'all can see, right? Y'all seen the apartment complex. Y'all seen him giving money. Y'all seen what he did for his mom, right? Now, I mean, come on now. I understand that we speaking about a kingpin. We speaking about a drug dealer, right? And we understand that, you know, drug dealers got to do evil things to, you know, to stay ahead. We also understand that, you know, selling drugs and stuff like that it's a bad thing in our community, and we don't push that, right? We don't advocate the drug dealing. We don't advocate, anything that's ill towards our people. But I'm just telling y'all the story, right? And I'm just, letting y'all know about this man. As you can see, even in all his madness, even in all his drug dealing, bragging and boasting, he had a mother. You know what I'm saying? He had a mother, right? And I don't care who you is and what type of lifestyle you living and stuff like that. A child that grow up with their mother gonna always have some love for their mother. So one day he surprised his mother, not with one car, not with 2 cars, but with 3 cars. Check it out.
Put him on. The police. What? Stop.
Yeah, you done put him on.
What? Stop.
Y'all see what I'm saying? That's his mama. You know what I'm saying? So even though he was doing what he was doing, he still was trying to find some type of way to do some good with the money that he had made, right? Now, one of the cold-blooded parts about the whole ordeal is this right here, right? Ralo was one of them ones that couldn't stand the police. And anytime that the police would arrest him or, pull him over and stuff like that, he made it his business to record it. He made it his business to talk down on the police, to talk bad to them, to just treat them like, the average brother in the hood wouldn't dare to talk to the police this way, right? Because we understood what could happen. But being that he had all this money and he had all this fame, he understood that he can talk to the police any type of way he wanted to. Now, we got to understand something, right? Being that Ralo was a big-time drug dealer, that right there wasn't some of the wisest stuff to be doing. Being that you doing illegal activity, you know what I'm saying, and then you talking crazy to the police and stuff like that, that right there probably wasn't the most smart thing to do. But when you that young and you got all this money, you got millions and millions of dollars, everybody praising you and stuff like that. You get ego, you got pride and stuff like that. And we gotta understand that, that right there was a part of that. You know what I mean? Where he's feeling above law enforcement. And I believe that right there played a large part of law enforcement putting that eye on him and watching him. But they had some help. It didn't just come from that. They had some help. And from the reports that I'm getting, every time that Ralo would make a major move, when he would make a major move, it was somebody in his camp alerting authorities saying that, hey, he on the move. Check it out.
Accused tonight of leading a gang that was allegedly caught trying to move nearly $2 million worth of pot through Metro Atlanta.
11 Alive's Naima Abdullahi has exclusive reaction now from Ralo's team tonight.
Ralo's team tells me he's being targeted and is sitting in jail wrongfully accused. But a federal criminal complaint lays out how investigators allegedly connected Ralo to the operation. Before we dig any deeper into this, let's tell you who 23-year-old Terrell Davis, aka Ralo, is, if you're not familiar with Atlanta's hip-hop scene. The artist has a huge social media presence and following, with more than 200,000 monthly listeners on Spotify and song collaborations with T.I., 2 Chainz, Future, Gucci Mane, and so many others. And now, criminal complaint alleges the rapper, who's called this apartment complex in Atlanta home, a complex just raided yesterday, is the leader of a gang referred to as Farmamerica, a name Ralo regularly uses to refer to his music team. But according to the complaint, the investigation dates back to December, when investigators stopped 3 vans leaving Fulton County Airport. Inside one, they allegedly found 520 pounds of marijuana worth about $1 million on the street. Ralo wasn't inside the van, but 3 people arrested were allegedly connected to him, according to investigators. And evidence evidence investigators are now using, an old Instagram post from the next day that refers to $1 million lost. Fast forward to this past weekend, a complaint says a K-9 unit met Ralo's plane after it landed at PDK and found just under $1 million worth of marijuana. Ralo and 8 others were arrested. Tonight, his team still strongly believes he's being targeted because of his faith as a Muslim. They also discredited the Instagram post as evidence, calling it just entertainment. They also point out Ralo owns the complex that was raided and lets people stay rent-free as a way to give back to the community. Naima Abdullahi, 11 Alive News.
So now, as y'all can see, right, the man got caught the first time. Well, not him, but some of his people got caught the first time, bringing in a major load. Bringing in a major load. 3 cars, 3 vans, right? That wasn't, anybody in their right mind would have known that, okay, man, y'all just got pulled over with over $1 million worth of product. Okay, no, check it out. We got to shut the operation down. It's over with. We ain't never doing that no more. That's just too much. But Ralo was hard-headed, y'all. And like I said, I believe that pride and that ego thing, he really believed that he was above the law because he did it again. And that's how they got knocked. That's how he got knocked. They did it again. Ralo was flying it in on his private jet. He going somewhere, getting it, and flying it in on the private jet. Now, here's my thing right here. If the feds was watching him like that, and if the state police was watching him like that, and when the informant was telling them, hey, he on the move, I wonder, why didn't the feds or the state police, when they knew he was on the move, look and see who he was getting it from? What about them? I mean, let's just, come on now, we got to be 100. If they know that he on the move, okay then, well, he gonna lead us to his plug. It just, come on, y'all, it makes sense. But, it just kind of like goes back to what he was saying, is that he felt like he was targeted, like they just wanted him. And that could be the case because, like I said, the way that he was talking bad to the police, they probably wasn't studying, they wanted him. But that just come from all that flashing. That come from him buying up all that real estate. You can't just be doing that type of stuff and you can't show where that money came from and think that IRS, federal government, and state police is gonna turn a blind eye to that. They not. They sit back looking like, hold on, how he get this much money to buy that Lambo? And that, that he got a $300,000 car right there, and he got a $100,000 car right there. Where he work at? Is this rap business doing that good? No, it ain't. What other business he got? Where is he getting his money from? We got to understand, we got to be hood educated, not lane related. You buying property, you buying all these cars, you got all this jewelry. You on Instagram showing millions of dollars worth of cash and stuff like that. Come on, he was asking for it, y'all. We got to be 100 about this whole ordeal. He was asking for it. But now, let's get into the demonstration that got the internet in a roar, right? They saying that Ralo snitching. Oh, man. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta be completely honest with y'all. When I heard that Ralo was snitching, I didn't want to report on it. It was like, because it was just like, I'm like, man, come on, bro. Come on, man. I just ain't want to believe it. Now, some of y'all gonna say, come on, hood educated, you gotta be fair and balanced. And that's what I'm doing, y'all. But you come on now, man. Y'all gotta feel me on this one right here. It's just certain type of stuff you don't want to hear about people. But if it's the truth, it's the truth. Whether it hurts you or not, the truth is the truth, and the truth is not gonna change. It's not gonna pass away. It is what it is, right? Now, Ralo homeboy Geto, right, somehow gets hold of some paperwork. And in this paperwork, they are saying that Ralo sat down with the FBI, what was it, June 6th? He sat down with the FBI and gave up some information, right? He telling, right? So now, once he confronts Ralo with this information, Ralo spins the whole thing and say, well, no, you know, yeah, I'm not saying that I didn't, you know what I mean? But what happened was you need to, you know, hear the whole thing. And so Ralo explained to him that in order for him to get his deal, he had to tell on somebody. But he didn't tell on none of his co-defendants. He told on somebody that's outside of the case. Somebody that ain't even got nothing to do with the case. And that this person that he told on, he paid him $400,000 cash to accept these charges. To accept him telling the FBI, hey, go look at this guy over here. This guy over here is doing this, he's doing that, he's doing this, he's doing that. And that's what he's saying, that, look, I paid somebody so that I can tell them. So regardless, right, as much as, you know, we want to say, hey, you know, is Ralo telling and all that, you still told, you know what I mean? Because even though you paid somebody to tell, you still told. Now, allow me to say this right here, right? This type of stuff right here happens all the time. Y'all like hood educated, what you mean? Like people running around with 400,000. No, I'm not talking like that. But what I'm saying is that this right here, people are out there are fall guys for the head honcho, for the boss, for the leader. For an example, I mean, like those who are hood educated, not lane related. What is the first thing we say when a rapper or when a big drug kingpin get caught around some drugs or get caught around a gun or something like that? One of the first things that come to our mind, somebody was supposed to take that case for him. So that gun that they got caught with in that van, one of his homeboys was supposed to take that gun so that he can stay out and keep getting the money and feeding the family, feeding the crew. Somebody was supposed to take that drug charge because, you know, it ain't no way y'all don't let the bread, you know, y'all don't let the bag go to jail. Y'all don't let the bag, you know, go to jail and be in prison. Because why? Because then, you know, ain't nobody making no money. This is what we say all the time, y'all. We got to keep it 100, right? And so from Ralo's point of view, he's saying that that's all he did. He said, that's all I did. But the difference in what Ralo did is this right here. Ralo sat down and told, hey, this guy. When a lot of the times when somebody accepts the case, you ain't got to do no telling. Because the person that's accepting the case is telling on themselves. Hey, excuse me, officer. Yeah, y'all just found the gun up under the seat right there. Yeah, it's a 9mm. It got a magazine hanging out it like that. Yeah, that's mine right there. Oh, them drugs y'all found in the glove department? Yeah, what was that? An ounce of weed? Ounce of, you know, this, that, and the other? Yeah, that was mine right there. So the other person don't got to do no telling. Why? Because the person that's accepting the charges already told on themselves. There's no need for you to say nothing. There's no need. But however, I gotta keep it 100, y'all. It does happen where men will be in the county jail and men will say, hey, look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and eat the case. I didn't mean for you to get caught up in this whole demonstration. So go ahead, you tell them people that it was mine, and I'm gonna tell them that it was mine, so that way they can let you go, and you ain't got to, you know, you ain't got to do no time. They ain't got to do no investigation on you. But just when you get out, bruh, take care of me, take care of my kids, man, and make sure I got money on my books, man. And you can throw the whole case on me, and I'm gonna accept that and say, you know, that everything is mine and that I did everything. People do that. People do that all the time. Now, in this Ralo case, though, how all his stuff got exposed with his homeboy, let me say this right here about the homeboy, Geto. I understand the play, I understand what you're doing, but at the same time, I believe, and this is just from my perspective, I believe that there was some hidden animosity somewhere. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? And let me explain to y'all why I say this. Check it out.
So I'm gonna let this be the last time I address this shit on my page. Y'all gonna believe who y'all wanna believe. Y'all gonna believe what y'all wanna believe. Y'all gonna eat dick regardless. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm alright with that. It's cool. But what I'm not gonna do is have motherfuckers questioning my character and my integrity like I'm just a lying ass nigga or even a hating ass nigga. Cause everybody that know me know I done supported this nigga to the fullest. Damn near a decade now. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what we ain't gonna do. I ain't gonna let y'all play with my top like that. I'm gonna let y'all hear it from the horse's mouth. What he told, why he told, and what his reasons behind it was, and you know, whatever he might say. Now, all this shit about this person in the shadows pulling strings for him, all this shit new information to me. I ain't find none of this shit out until yesterday, when or was it the day before yesterday when we talked on the phone. That was the first time I talked to him in about 5-6 months. Cause I cut him off as soon as I read the paperwork. As soon as I seen it with my own eyes, I cut him off. I ain't say shit. I quietly removed every post that got to do with him off my page. I changed my name from farmamerica John Doe to Geto and removed any existence of this nigga. I didn't say shit to nobody. I didn't pull up on nobody and goddamn spray this nigga name. None of that. If certain people ask me about him, I would say, oh yeah, he doing good. If other people who I know in the mix who deserve to know what's going on ask me about him, I would say, hey man, home ain't right. Them knowing me and knowing my character, they took it at face value. I never had to show nobody shit. Even though I know the rules. I didn't have the paperwork at the time. I got the paperwork during Ramadan. I wasn't going to disturb the brother's fast, so I wasn't going to put it out there. And even then, I didn't put that paperwork out there. What happened was somebody said free Ralo in my comments, and I simply replied, nah, they can keep the rats. The blog screenshotted it, posted it, it went viral. Now you got all kind of strangers and dick eaters in my comments talking about where the paperwork, where the paperwork. I rode around the city for 2 days showing anybody who wanted to see the paperwork. You dig what I'm saying? I rode around showing niggas. I still didn't post this nigga shit on the internet. You dig what I'm saying? I pushed up on people, a lot of people y'all know, real well-known people, real megastar rappers. I pushed up on these niggas personally. The ones who are street niggas, who fuck with shouting. I pushed up on them personally and pulled their coat. You dig what I'm saying? Not no sideline shit, not no stray bullets. I pushed up on them in person, showed them what I had, and it was on them whatever they decided to do after that. You dig what I'm saying? But you can't say a nigga didn't tell you. I pushed up on several people personally. I never blasted him publicly. What I say in my comments, I'm entitled to say. I said, nah, keep the rats. You can take with that what you may. You dig what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, y'all not gonna twist the narrative like, oh, they must have fell out or something. Why he lying on shouting? Everybody that know me know I'm a man of honor, man. I'm a man of integrity. You dig what I'm saying? I'm a business owner. I'm a family man. I'm a father. I'm not with none of that sucker shit. None of that internet shit. None of that. Only reason this shit getting brought to the internet is because it been brought to me on the internet. Everybody else that know, I pushed up on niggas personally and showed them. And before I had it, I pushed up on niggas personally and told them. I said, hey, I seen it with my own eyes. They said, "Doe, that's all I need to know. If you say you seen it, I know it's true." So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna keep this. I'm already been talking about 4 minutes. I'm gonna let Shouty tell y'all out his own mouth what he did. And then after that, I don't want to hear nothing else about it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? My life about to go on back to normal. Everybody who jumped on following me, but thinking y'all gonna get tea every day like I'm just a gossiping ass nigga. I don't post nothing but positive shit on my page. If you scroll down my page, you ain't gonna see nothing but me promote my businesses or me with my kids. You dig what I'm saying? I done did my time. I done did my time in the streets, and I done did my time in the chain gang. If the shit that y'all niggas condone in the streets is what's going on in the streets, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there, man. I can make what is quite the same amount of money off my business ventures than I was making in the streets. It's the same shit. It's just a different hustle, man. Y'all niggas better open and expand y'all mind up to some different shit, man, and stop doing this endless cycle of black crime. That's what y'all glorify. Y'all glorify this shit. Y'all vilify real niggas and y'all glorify suckers who portray to be real niggas. But anyway, man, peace and blessings to all. I'm gonna let Shouty do the talking.
It make me feel good just hearing your voice, bitch. I still love you. How the brother, huh?
Alhamdulillah, I can't complain. I'm out here still deaning, still keeping it solid,
I like that. You're supposed to forever do that, Shay. So, if I was to take acceptance of responsibility for the accusations that
hold on, let me stop you right there. It ain't an accusation. It's in black and white, bro. I'm reading your lawyer pleading on your behalf, trying to get this record sealed because of this information that you gave. You saying that you never said that you didn't do it, but you had me believing for 5 years that you kept it solid, dog. And in the paperwork, it say that in 2 months, y'all got locked up in April. In June 6th, you gave a proffer. And you gave up information. You gave them folk the code to your phone and let them review it in your presence. That's what the paperwork say.
I ain't opposed to that, Shay. Belong to him. The documents that you're seeing is from a prosecution misconduct hearing.
Okay, but so if you saying that you gave them just the phone information because you knew nothing was in the phone, what about this shit on page 12, line 12 and 13, where it say he is cooperating against heroin, methamphetamine, he knows about shootings, and the marijuana, where it say he is cooperating against heroin, methamphetamine, he knows about shootings, and the marijuana. That's what the transcript say.
Okay, I'm not opposition to that. Listen, when you go in there, they ask you other questions. I made my presentation. They started asking other questions.
You know the code though. That's what I'm saying. You know the code. You ain't supposed to have no meeting with them folks in the first place.
Queen, I was presented a situation that only reason why you know about this is because of the prosecution misconduct hearing. All these rap niggas pay that money to get out of jail.
But we ain't these rap niggas though.
Listen, please consider this. I got caught with this shit on the plane, Shay. What the fuck you thought I was gonna do?
Take your lick. Like shit, it's just some weed. Well, okay. Look, listen. Remember when before you got locked up, I used to always tell you, "Hey, don't do this. Hey, don't do that. Hey,
I agree with you, Shay.
And you used to tell me, it's just some weed. So if it's just some weed, why you ain't just go in there and chin up?
Guess what?
Man, this shit say. This is what Brian Steele say. He said, if it comes out on June 6, 2018, that Mr. Davis gave information, and it says. That's a lot of information on a lot of people that are well. It comes out on June 6, 2018, and Mr. Davis gave information, and it says that's a lot of information on a lot of people that are well known in this community. That would not bode well for Mr. Davis or his security interests at all. Like, who they talking about though? They say well known people in the community. Like,
they talk about the people who
I had to make it look juicy for her. I had to act like these people was always my people. However, so many people.
But I mean, you told me your logic. You know what I'm saying, behind why you did what you did. So at the very least, I could respect you. At least coming clean to me. But my thing is, bro, you had me in the blind 5 years behind this shit. Like, this shit, man, that shit crazy. I never would have expected that from you, man. Like, at all. You feel me?
Bro, look, I'm a man. I'm gonna tell you I'm sorry, bro. I'm a Muslim first. I'm gonna tell you I'm sorry, bro. But honestly, I didn't even think this was gonna ever come up. What the hell is like? Why are you mad? Why would you be mad?
Man, this what got me out. You had me believing for 5 years that you just kept it solid, that you that you didn't cooperate. Nah, you know what I'm saying? All that's still cooperation. Whether you was working the move or not, it's still cooperation. But my thing is, you telling Queen, but you running shit across her, but you ain't even ask me. Like, no, like, I would have told you, hey, boy, do not do that. I would have told you, regardless of what it would have benefited or whatever. Man, everybody know what they sign up for when they in this lifestyle, bro. A nigga just gotta take their lick. They gotta eat that. You feel me? It ain't like y'all niggas was facing no life sentence type shit.
I'm eating it, baby. I'll show you that. And then guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep the emotions unsealed. I'm gonna get everything unsealed for you. And if you don't want me to just get unsealed, I'll just send it to you. I'll just take a picture of the motion so you can see the whole fight that Brian Steele was fighting.
Now, as y'all can see, right, that's his homeboy, Geto, explaining the whole thing. And then, you know, he got Ralo on the other line when he called him. The reason why I believe that there was some hidden animosity is because of this right here, bro. For one, you know, you recording the man on the phone call. Like, come on, bro. Like, we gotta, as people from the hood, we gotta have some type of integrity, right? And for you to be recording him on the phone while he's explaining everything to you in good faith, because he didn't have to say nothing. He could have said, man, I don't care what you're talking about, bro, and hung up on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do what I want to do with my money and all that old type of stuff. You know, he could have said that. But in good faith, he kept it real with you, and he explained the situation to you. Now, the video, the audio is edited. It appears that every time Ralo wanted to, like, break down the whole thing, it is edited. And just from my standpoint, anything is edited has to be questioned. It has to be questioned. Why? Because a lot of the times when people are doing edits and when they editing, they're chopping out parts that they don't like. They are chopping out parts that don't agree with their narrative. It's just like me. When I edit my videos, it's something that I don't like. I got to get that up out of here. It's something that I said that I don't agree with. I got to get that up out of here. I got to edit it. I got to chop it. You see what I'm saying? So I would say play the whole video, bruh. I mean, I understand he's saying that the brother Geto, he's saying that, well, I had to edit it because he was saying some other stuff in there that could incriminate some other people. Come on, man. He said it on the jail phone, man. You know what I'm saying? And if he didn't say it on the jail phone, he said it on the phone. You talking about everything else anyway. You ain't even in the streets no more. Play the whole tape. Play the whole tape. Now, my thing is this right here. The way that he going so hard, like, you know, calling Ralo a rat and exposing them and putting it out there and all that, and his excuse for putting it out there as far as, you know, somebody saying free Ralo, and then all of a sudden he's saying, you know, now keep the rats. Come on, bro. You knew that was going to explode. You know, everybody, hey, whoa, what do you mean? This Ralo, what you mean keep the rats? You know what I mean? And then for you to just, you know, keep pushing it. And then if y'all remember what he said, right? He said that, you know, what got me is, you know, is this right here. You know, you told the queen but you ain't bring it to me. Like, who is you for me to be bringing my personal info? Like, who is you for me to be bringing it to you? He said he got upset, and now his thing, what he was mad about, is that Ralo didn't bring it to him, because if Ralo would have brought it to him, he would have said, no, don't do that, man. Don't do that. How he gonna bring it to you? He in jail. And then how you gonna tell him how he got to maneuver and all this old type of stuff while he in jail? So allow me to say this right here. A lot of people always, I do this, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't. Brother, you don't know what you're gonna do until you in that situation. Once you get into the situation and all that, then once you make it through, then you can tell everybody what you would or what you wouldn't do. When I was in the penitentiary, man, I'm talking about, it was a lot of brothers, young brothers, that was, I'm talking about, man, I ain't finna, I got all this time, but I'm not finna engage into that home, that, you know, them activities with another man. I'm not finna do none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather, you know, daydream about a woman. I'm not finna do that with another man. But when they got around another man acting like a woman, a lot of that changed. But they was swearing up and down, hey man, I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that. But when they got around that man acting like a woman, all that changed. A lot of people say that they wouldn't do stuff until they get into the situation. Then they realize, wow, hold on. I said I wasn't gonna do this. But here I am, I'm about to do this, and I am doing this. So for him to be talking about, man, I would have told you not. Come on, man, get in that situation first, man, and then, you know what I'm saying, demonstrate that message. Then come and tell us, you know what I'm saying? And just for the simple fact of, you know, you recording the phone call and putting it out here in the public and all that, and like you said out your own mouth, that you was going to rappers and telling them about him and what he did and all this old type of stuff. To me, that just seemed like it was just some hidden animosity there. I mean, and that's just my standpoint, because I look at it like this here. I'm not finna be running around telling everybody in the world or in the public that my homeboy or somebody that I used to associate with is a rat or he done told, especially if I'm not even in that life no more. Now, if I'm in that lifestyle, then I can understand, because I'm in the criminal lifestyle. I gotta let all the criminals around me know that, hey, look, check this out, man. Look, dude ain't right, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the other. But if I'm not in that lifestyle, and I happen to hear, like right now today, if somebody came to me and was like, hey, man, you know, your boy, man, you know, he told, man, you know what I'm saying? I'll just be like, wow, for real? And that's that. I'm not finna be running around on, you know, platforms and on my platform saying, he a rat, he did. I'm not finna do that, because I'm not in that lifestyle no more. And that's what you doing, Geto. Like you trying to slander him. You know what I'm saying? It don't sound like that, like you just doing it on the up and up and just saying that, hey, I'm just trying to let everybody know that, you know, Ralo's a rat, you know. No, you calling the man a rat, then you playing your old song that's talking about rich rats and all this old type of stuff. So that just makes me believe that, you know, that there was some hidden animosity there. And now that you got a chance to reveal it, it's almost like you gloating and you happy to the fact that, hey man, he a rat, and I'm letting everybody know about it. And that's just my portion of understanding. It's not, and gotta be yours or whoever watching this, but that's just my portion of understanding. Now, allow me to say this right here. To you young brothers out there, and to you classic men out there. Y'all see how things is? Here it is, you can be holding a man up this high and believing that a man is a certain type of way, and he really is not. Now, if you ask me, what Ralo did, was it cool? From a hood perspective, it was alright. From a hood perspective, what he did is sanctioned. Because here it is, he made a deal with somebody. And somebody agreed to that deal. And not only that, like I said before, the person that he made this deal with is outside of the case. And we got to understand that whoever the person that he made the deal with accepted it and agreed with it. Why? Because we haven't heard nothing about this person saying, hey man, Ralo got on the stand and told on me. Ralo told the feds this about me. Ralo got me locked up. We ain't hearing nothing. Matter of fact, that paperwork ain't even out. We don't even have the actual paperwork where Ralo is saying, hey, it was him, it was them, it was that person, it was that person. None of that. And according to reports that are coming out, they are saying that he didn't name nobody. He didn't name nobody. But that one person, the one that he paid, the one that agreed to everything. But my thing is this right here, y'all. And this to the classic and the young brothers. You wouldn't have to deal with none of this if you would just live and be a faithful member of society. If you would just legitimately hustle and get your money, you wouldn't have to deal with none of this. You wouldn't have to deal with no backlash. You wouldn't have to deal with people accusing you of stuff as far as like snitching and breaking the hood rules and all that old type of stuff. If you just live a straight up life, take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your kids. It's just that simple. But if you want to live this hood lifestyle, these are the things that come with it. And not only that though, misery, pain, and death comes with it too. Because we gotta understand something. Although, Geto, I understand, brother, you probably believe that you are doing a good deed by exposing Ralo. And hey, that's your thing.
Assalamu alaikum. You at work? Yeah. So do you mind me telling the internet that you tried to take charges for me and all that? No, man, you know that, bro. I say, no, man, huh? You my co-defendant. He had nothing to do with our case out. So I don't know why the hell he acting like I done told him all my co-defendants out. That's what I'm trying to clarify. The whole world think I just told on my co-defendants. That is lame as hell for that shit, bro. Me, man, that shit lame as hell, bro. Like, bro, that shit lame, bro. Like, nigga, you know how mad I'm behind that shit, bro. That shit, that like, bro. All this Muslim shit you say, you Muslim bitch ass nigga hot fucking brother fall, bro. Bitch ass cop, that shit lame, bro. That shit got me heated up for real, nigga. I can't even punch that word. This keep coming up to, man. I was gonna tell you nigga, man, butt around. I was somebody who watched did that third, and you said you gonna get a handle. Now he making false accusations, bro. That shit lame, real, bro. Nigga, like for real, I'm brought heat behind that shit, bro. For real, bro. That's some bitch ass shit, bro. That shit lame, nigga. For real, bro. Don't do no pussy ass shit like that, bro. So what I'm trying to clarify is that did I ever tell on you? You my co-defendant. You my little brother who tried to take the charge. Yes, but you can tell the internet. I'm saying, answer the question. Like, did I? Nah, nigga, you ain't never telling me, nigga. I just want to make sure.
But you gotta understand, young brother, that there are men out here that love Ralo. There are men out here that will go and do time for Ralo. So what I'm saying, there are men out here that will kill to protect the reputation and honor of Ralo. Keep your head on the swivel, young brother. This is hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love, and take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused y'all to think, please hit that subscribe button if you ain't subscribed already, and give me a like. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Now, before I depart, allow me to give a shout out to some of the blessings that I received this week. Allow me to give a shout out to Rita Haywood for the $5 super thanks. I really appreciate that, sis. Let me give a shout out to Carlus for the $5 cash app. I really appreciate that, bro. Let me give a shout out to B-Zip for the $15 cash app. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Let me give a shout out to Shantae McDuck. Hold on, y'all. I don't want to butcher your name, sister, but it sounds like it's saying Shantae McDougal or McDougal for the $50 cash app. Thank you, and I really appreciate that. Let me give a shout out to Big B Lee Z for the $5 cash app, and let me give a shout out to the homegirl Sherry President for the $20 cash app. This is hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there.